wanted me to rant more again, here's my requestment. If you guys want me to rant about Last Airbender, which M. Night Shyamalan directed, I want 15 likes on this video. No, 5 likes on this video. If we can get that, I would really appreciate it. Do it.
Why do I even bother? Why do I even bother making promises like these? Because they gave this good cartoon for a live action film director to this doofus right here. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Daily Reacts TV here. And it's not a review, honestly. This is just a rant, because you guys wanted this rant, and I'm bringing it to you. Today I am here to review Last Airbender. Because you know what, that's a great name for it, because it's the last of the airbending movie and series. Yeah, thanks M. Night Shyamalan. So the story for Last Airbender follows Aang, not Aang. I honestly don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't know why. It follows Aang, who basically runs away from home, figure out that he's the Avatar. And doing so, he, of course, gets frozen in this, round ice ball. And doing so, Katara we'll get to her soon. And Sokka, him too, goes out and finds food for their family. It's something weird that happens both in the show and in this movie. And of course they find Aang frozen up and basically figures out that he's the Avatar. But whoopsie-doo, the Fire Nation finds them. And of course, Zuko says, "Come with me or I'll burn down your village." And Aang says the same line from the cartoon, "I'll come with you, but don't burn the place down." And of course, he goes to his journey to find the last airbender, to get all the element, and while also trying to defeat the Fire Lord. As many of you guys don't want to admit it, but I will. I was absolutely a big fan of the original animated Avatar: The Last Airbender. Heck, I even had my sister Alyssa do a Let's Watch with me. But of course that didn't continue, so maybe we'll bring it back, maybe, it depends. But that show was so entertaining. It kept me on the edge of my seat every time. I binged it until 2 o'clock in the morning. That's how good the show was. So coming into this movie, I realized, wow, how much they failed with this. Like, literally, how much they failed. And fun fact, while working on this film, they were planning a 4th season. But then since the movie bombed, and then, no 4th season, so we got The Legend of Korra. By the way, good show. I ain't gonna lie. As a kid, I didn't even like this film. I went through like 10 minutes of it and I couldn't finish it. So once you guys dropped 6 likes on my old rant, I'm regretting that. I decided what the heck, I'm just gonna re-experience it, and once I'm done with this review, I'm just gonna forget about it, because it's that forgettable and it's that awful. So I went on Netflix and I put it on, and it was exactly how I remembered it. No effort, none whatsoever. So, is there any good in this movie? No. None whatsoever. There is no good in this film. None. Flinko. Aang. Oh my gosh. What can I say about this character? He is not Aang. This character is not this character. What did you do? Honestly, you did not get the Porky, the little kid of Aang from the original show. What made Aang so good in the original show is that in the first season, first 2 seasons, he was a child. He acts like a child. He didn't know how to be the Avatar. That's what made him so special. In this movie, though, he is not the Aang we loved. He is these... I live behind a school, so... Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. He is not. He is bland, forgettable, cliche, and most of all, boring! Boring! I sat there looking at his acting, and I'm like, what is this kid doing? And then Katara, by far, is... What were you guys trying to do with this character? Like, honestly, what were you trying to do? She was legit nothing. She didn't get any charm like she was in the original show. She didn't have any charm, any sense of narrative. You know what I mean? She's just, I can't even think about it because how angry I am. It was, she legit really bored the crap out of me. She was that bad. And of course, Sokka, who originally was called on the show Sokka. Honestly, let me just ask you this, Paramount, and M. Night, let me just ask you. Why even change their names to Japan people names? Then just... Any reason? And then the character they ruined the most, my favorite character out of the entire show. They ruined this character for me, but luckily they didn't really ruin him, was Zuko. I was actually really excited to see Zuko in live action. But this movie freaking failed that! They treated him no good. The scar they gave him was so fake. The acting was so forgettable. It was so bad. I just was like, this is not Zuko. Get him out of the freaking screen. For Nico. Because in the original Zuko, he was menacing. He had good element. He had good story development. In this movie, it's nothing like that. It was legit nothing. Nothing! So, let's get to the story. The story is it's the same as the first season. Basically, M. Night's trying to squeeze the first season into a 1 hour long movie. And how did that go? It literally bored me out of my mind. It made no sense whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense to do the entire season in one movie. Why? And why? And honestly, do you honestly think the action scene is good? Fake. Literally, all of them fake. And remember when it says, the movie title says, Last Airbender? Or Bending? There is literally barely, and I mean legit, barely any bending in the entire film. Yeah. True thing, by the way. I honestly couldn't believe that. And then they got the dude from Spider-Man 2 to play, you guessed it, the freaking dude who was after Aang in the first season. So why bring him into this film? You had no right. This guy was such a good actor. How did he fail to get a career like that from Spider-Man 2 to a god-awful film like this? Fail! And how they treat Iroh, Fire Lord Ozai. We'll get to Iroh pretty soon. We'll get to him. But Ozai. They showed his face way too early in the film. Do you want to explain that to me, M. Night? Why you decide to show his face early in the film? No reason? Okay. 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 And then you just black him out again, like you did. And I honestly will say this too. The relationship between Sokka and whatever the frick her name is, she's so forgettable in this film. She's also forgettable in the show, so I'll give you that. But she was so... Their love happened instantly. At least in the show, it was developed. It showed how Sokka and her really loved each other. In this movie, it just happened instantly. Like, no connection? Like, oh my gosh. And then Iroh, by far was a good. He was an awesome character in the animated show. I ain't gonna lie. Rest in peace to the original voice actor of Iroh after the second season, because he passed away after the second season. But the way they treated his character was so disrespectful to him and the character. And I'm not even going to say any more about him. Honestly. And then the final battle. Oh my gosh. Where they had that fish scene. It was showed in the show. He's like, please don't. I can't even remember the line. So I'm just going to say what's ever in my mind. You can't kill the fish, or it would kill the water benders. And it would also make the fire benders win. And blah, blah, blah. Who gives a crap? So the guy just like, you know what? Knife. Shank, 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 shank. And just kills him. And when that happened, and I didn't care. I literally couldn't care less. And then the Avatar states, it happens in the middle of season 1 to the second season. Why put him in the Avatar state so early in the film? Why? Just, honestly, why? Like, why would you? And then there's the final battle. The final battle out of the entire film was where he waterbends, right? He's in the Avatar state, right? He's trying to defeat them. He can make this water monster, right? Does he? Does he? No, he makes a big freaking wave and it washed out the Fire Nations. So yeah, guys, I'm done talking about this film. I'm literally done. I said too much. I said too much. At the end of the day, what I expect from a film like Last Airbender is at least give it some love. Don't do the crap you just did. Honestly, like that's what makes us mad, M. Night. If you would have watched the episodes and listened to us, the fans, this film would not have been what it is today. It would have been crap. You know what? After I watched this film, I went directly back to the animated show and watched it again. I would, you know. So that's why I'm giving this movie a 0 out of 10. It's bullcrap. It's nothing new. Nothing. Honestly, I don't care what you guys think of Last Airbender, but you guys' thoughts are the same. So smack like, subscribe, turn notifications so you notify every video I make. I'm done. I gotta make my Dear Evan Hansen review. You know the links in the description. Bye.